Hey again, it's me Boo, back with another niche edition. Niche edition. Either way, it works. And this one I'm going to concentrate on just one house, or one niche house. And that's going to be Frederic Malle. And the first one I'm going to talk about is one I'm wearing the heck out of this summer so far, and that's Outrageous. And I got me a big honkin' bottle of this because I love it. Oh, it is a slammin' citrus. And it has like a minty quality to it. But I mean, it's a zinger. You know, there's some citruses that are pretty mellow, like Pampaloon or Mentifolia. Those Guerlains are really more gentle, more realistic citruses. This is totally aldehydes and citruses, and then it dries down to a nice cedar, kind of woody citrus smell. It stays for me fairly linear. Now I will wear this one spritz to go work out, but I only do that like if I'm doing cardio, because one sprit is all I need, and when my body heat heats up, it just gets the aromas of this fragrance going, and it becomes very, very, there's no sweet or vanilla in it at all. It is just a zap, zip, zingy kind of a citrus. I don't even know how else to explain it. Oh, but the mint, there's like a mint or something in there that kind of alters the citrus a little bit and makes it really kind of unique smelling to me. But why don't I just quit faking it here and tell you what's in it? All right, Outrageous. Launched in 2007. Top notes are lime, cinnamon, green apple, mint. There's the mint and grapefruit. So there's the citrus and the mint that I smell. I don't know about the cinnamon and the green apple. I don't know, it's such a bizarre smell. It's really different than anything else I have in my collection. Middle notes are orange blossom and neroli. Base notes are aldehydes. There's the aldehydes, amber, cedar, and musk. I don't get much amber at all in this. And the musk, I'm trying to think of the dry down. I just wore it a couple days ago. I just don't recall any musk. I do recall having some good woody scents, a real cedar scent, really, on the dry down, which made it, because honestly, the top notes of this and the mid notes are pretty powerful. And this is definitely going to be a kimchi fragrance. You are either going to love it or you're going to hate it. And I love it, which really surprised me because usually aldehydes kind of turn me off. And I don't like neroli too much because it's a soapy smell. But I don't get any soapy in this. I get, top notes are very citrus mint. And dry down is very citrus mint cedar kind of a smell. Love it for this time of year. So anyway, that's Frederic Malle's Outrageous. Let me see if anybody says it smells similar to anything. One person says Batacata by L'Artisan Parfumer. And one person says Artisan by Jean Barbados, excuse me. And I don't know about either one of those. I do know I want to try Batacata, and I do want to try some of John Barbados's, but I don't know about that. But this is intense. It's a great summer fragrance if you use it sparingly, and that's Outrageous. My other one I wear in the cooler months. And this is one of those ones that at first I couldn't stand it. I got a decant of it and I didn't like it, and I tucked the decant away. Then I was just seeing so many reviews on how much people liked it, and this has been, probably end of last year, beginning of this year, beginning of 12 probably. And so I revisited my decant, and it was the opening. The opening was one of the most foul openings I've ever had in a fragrance. But then once I suffered through that, after about an hour, half hour to an hour, was amazing. And of course, from Frederic Malle, and this is Musc Ravageur. And, I really resent that these keep getting labeled for men or whatever. I think this is now, a lot of places are making it unisex. But ladies, don't let that freak you out, man. If you've got the personality for it, try it. Some of these frags that I wear that are male frags, okay, they're not for, the librarian, unless she's a naughty librarian, and they may not be for somebody that, the church deacon or something like that. I don't know. Because this is strip your clothes off and get naked kind of a scent. It really is. It is so animalistic to me. The beginning of it, and I love cloves, but it's the clove mixture of something or other that has one of the most horrible openings. And I've never seen a fragrance make such a 180 as it does with the dry down, because the dry down is incredible. It is one of the sexiest smells I've ever experienced. It is one of those, I do have a few that are just not conducive to wearing it in hot weather, and this is one of them. I mean, if it's a cool day, oh yeah, I'll pull this out. And I use my decant, of course, but if it's a hot day, no, I ain't gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna risk that. But if you haven't tried it, ladies, you have to give it a shot. It really is sex in a bottle. And see, out of the bottle, the clove is much less and it's much lighter and it's got a little sweet in it. But once you spray that, all bets are off. So I have to put this on like an hour before I leave the house. And then I'm good to go. And it lasts pretty good. I mean, I hear a lot of people saying that it lasts really good. Now, outrageous, it will last me easily in the heat 6 to 8 hours, easily. Just with one spritz, maybe two, if it's not too hot. Musc Ravageur, in the cooler temperatures when I've worn this, like I said, I got it at the end of last winter. So, I would give it 2 or 3 spritz and it would last a good 6 hours, especially if I spritzed it on my clothes. On my skin, it didn't last quite as long. So, let me tell you what's in it. I talk like I know what I'm talking about and I have no idea. Let's see, it was introduced in 2000. Top notes are lavender and bergamot. I could have swore it was cloves. Middle notes are cinnamon and cloves. Okay, well, and you do smell the cinnamon here when you're sniffing it out of the bottle and in the dry down. But honestly, I don't smell a lot of cinnamon on the top notes, and they're listing them as the top notes, or the middle notes. Base notes are sandalwood, tonka bean, vanilla. Is that guaiac wood? I don't think it's guaiac. That's what you do to a stool sample when you're checking for blood, is use a guaiac on it. So I don't think that's guaiac wood. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Guaiac and cedar. And it does, it warms up really nicely in the dry down. So you do get the sandalwood and the tonka and the vanilla and definitely all the woods. I'm so astonished on how stankin', in my opinion, some people love the opening, but how stankin' this opening is compared to the dry down. It is literally 180 degrees from one side of the scale to the other. See if anybody says it smells similar to anything. Oh, yeah, quite a few. I'll just let you know all of them. Tendre Madeleine by Laurence Dumont. Ombre Orient by Esteban. White Jeans by Versace. Labdanum 18 by La Labo. Or Meheris by L'Herbolario. I don't know. I honestly haven't tried any of those. But what I do know, and I know I say that a lot, is that the guys all know this. I mean, the guys all know what kind of a fabulous fragrance Musc Ravageur is, and some of the other ones that I have in my collection. I mean, a lot of them are listed as men, but don't even let that be a speed bump for you for getting a sample and trying some of them out. I know tons of guys that wear women's fragrances, and they, you know, when a guy wears a women's frag, it changes somehow. I don't know if it's the testosterone or what, but I have smelled the same fragrances that I wear on a guy, and it smells totally different. It smells more manly, you know. And I'm not talking button BO kind of a mixture either. I'm talking about just the man's, clean man, you know. Their aromas that get mixed in with the fragrance, with the women's fragrance, their acidity or their, you know, alkalinity, I don't know what it is, but it does seem to change, and they will smell different on a guy, which means also the reverse is true. Men fragrances will smell different on a woman as well. So like I said, ladies, don't let that slow you down. This is the fishiznit to beat all. It is so yummy, and my husband likes it on me too. We won't go there. Okay, anyway, that's it for this edition of another niche fragrance collection, and I'm going to be back with another one. I don't know what's going on with I did some weird settings. I was trying to make it so that it wasn't so dark in here, and I don't know, I kind of washed out the whole thing. Now everything looks kind of freaky. Sorry about that. I don't know if that'll translate when I load it up, but it looks really bizarre here to me right now. So I apologize for that. I'll try to redo the default before I do the next video. So anyway, y'all have a great day, and peace.